We're going to start with some breathing. Hands can be on the belly, on the chest, just monitoring what's going on, what's moving. Feet flat on your mat, taking a moment to bring awareness to your body. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. A few more nice deep breaths here. On this next exhale, starting to tighten up the tummy muscles. Starting to build a connection between your bottom ribs and the top of your hips. Feeling almost like your rib cage is tucking down and in, coming together. On this next exhale, hold that connection in your core. Feel that activation with your hands. Hold that there and continue normal breathing. From here, hold that connection. Bring your hands just towards the top of your hip bones, so kind of near your lower abdominals and your pelvis. Feel that connection right underneath your hands. We're going to start with our knee fall out, so lighten up your feet on the mat. Maybe just not pressing down. And then from here, we're going to take our left knee and start to drop it down out to the side, only as far as you can while controlling the right knee absolutely still. And back up to the top. Right knee now drops down to the side, left knee stays frozen, and everything underneath your hands stays still and grounded. Keep switching sides. We're inhaling as we go down and exhaling as we raise back up to the top, keeping it slow and controlled. Perfect. Right back up to the top. Feel your feet now sink down back into the mat. Pressing down through your feet and especially your heels, start to take some nice pelvic tilts. Starting with your tailbone, lifting and then falling. Hands still monitoring what's going on here. Exhale as you tuck. Inhale as you release. Feeling those lower abs start to kick in, start to draw up and in. On this next one, starting to lift up a little bit higher each time. Hands can either fall to the side of you or stay on your belly. Starting to squeeze those glutes as you lift up. Peeling each vertebrae off the mat at a time. Starting to roll up until you've reached your shoulder blades. No pressure or tension on your neck. On this last one, pause here at the top. Nice straight line all the way from your shoulder blades through your knees. Knees reaching long away from the center of your body. Hold this here. We're going to start to march our legs, trying our best to keep our hips level. Your march doesn't have to be very high. Last two. on your mat, slowly roll down. From here, hug your left knee into your chest. Give your ankle a nice roll clockwise and counterclockwise. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Let that knee open wide. Take a few rocks side to side. As you rock over to the right, maybe feeling a nice stretch in the front of the left hip. From here, back to the center. Hold this figure four position as we lift our hips up. So exhale, pressing down through the right heel, lifting up and down. Two more like that. Making sure that that left hip isn't dropping down. On this next one, hug your left knee into your chest again. As you release your arms, try to keep your knee in as close to your chest as you can. And then from here, another 3 little single leg bridges, pressing through the right heel, lifting up and slowly down. Try to keep that left knee in as close to you as you can. And last one. Perfect. Lower down. Place your left foot down. Hug your right knee into your chest. Give that ankle a nice circle clockwise and counterclockwise. Taking the right ankle over the left knee, opening it wide to the side, and taking some rocks. Side to side, maybe noticing if one side feels a little bit tighter than the other. Taking it right back to the center, keeping our figure four, pressing down through the left heel. Exhale, lift the hips. Nice and level. And slowly roll down. 2 more like that. Exhale, lift. And lower. Last one. And lower. Hug that right knee into your chest again. As your hands release, keep your knee in as close to you as you can, holding it here. Again, pressing down through the left heel, lift, and lower. And last one. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. Little circles with your low back. Awesome. Legs are going to come into a tabletop position, so knees directly over your hips, knees bent at 90, still seeing your toes right over your knees. From here, we're going to do a reverse march. So, hinging from the hips, just tapping one heel down and lifting it right back up to the top. Other side, hinges down and right back up to the top. Tapping one heel and lifting right back up to the top. We're alternating sides. Inhaling on the way down and exhaling on the way up. Keeping your spine nice and neutral as you lower. Last one on each side. From here, try to hold your legs up still in tabletop. We're going to bring our arms up towards the ceiling. Opposite arm and opposite leg are going to reach long. So this is a dead bug. So inhale, open. Leg is about 45 degrees. And then exhale, close back in. Switching sides, inhale, open, reach long. Exhale, close. Few more on each side. And last one. Good. Hug your knees into your chest, taking a nice little break. We are going to hug our knees into our chest and start to pick our head up, rolling our spine. So a nice little rock and roll. Keeping your back nice and round. Looking at your belly button. Seeing if you can rock up all the way to a sitting position. Excuse me. From here, we're going to find boat pose. Hands can either hover right by your shins, or you can have them on top here. Breathing here, trying to find stillness. On this last one, little pulses in towards the center, little sips of air. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax down in butterfly. Soles of the feet together, nose to toes. From here, bring your knees back up to the top. We're going to roll back right into our ab series. So hugging one knee into your chest. As you roll back, shooting the other leg nice and long. We're going to inhale for 2. Exhale, switch for 2. Inhale, reach that straight leg as long as you can. Head, neck, and shoulders up. Neck long, chin away from chest. On this next one, reaching arms and legs long, away from the center. Inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach, open. Exhale, in. Last one. Straight leg stretch, reaching up as high as you can, pulling in on that straight leg for 2. Exhale, switch for 2. Inhale. And exhale, last one on each side. Both legs up towards the ceiling, heels together, toes apart. Slowly lower down, just a few inches or as low as you can control. And then back up to the top. On this next one, same thing, but crisscross at the upper thighs as you lower. And back up, one more crisscross. And we'll end right in our bicycle kick. So exhale, twist and cross. Finishing strong. Last 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Hug your knees into your chest. Extend your arms and legs long. Arms overhead. Practicing our full body roll up. So really just reaching up as high as we can with control. From here, stop that. From here, exhale, arms, head, neck, and shoulders. Getting up as high as you can and slowly rolling down. Again, inhale through the nose, exhale, arms, head, neck, and shoulders. Trying your best not to use momentum. Awesome, last one. Good. Switch side. We are going to start off with our open book exercise. So head is going to rest on your arm to start. Knees tucked up towards your chest and bent. Top arm is going to reach long. Inhale, and then exhale, reach it up towards the ceiling. Let your head follow your hand and open up as far as you can. Getting a nice stretch in the chest. And then back up and over. 2 more like that. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, open. That arm can be bent or straight. Back, up and over. Last one. And close it back up. Head can either stay rested on your arm or you can prop it up into your hand. Legs are going to straighten out. With our top leg up at the height of the hip. Bottom leg can be straight or bent a little bit to help support you. From here, reach this top leg nice and long. So really reach it away from the center of the body. From here, we're going to start with inhale, kick to the front for 2. Exhale to the back for 2. Inhale forward. Exhale back. On this next one, adding your bicycle kick, bend and extend, reach long. Checking back in with the leg to make sure that it's still at the height of the hip. And on this next one, reverse directions. Good. Cross that leg in front, foot flat. Focusing now on that bottom leg. Exhale, lift the bottom leg up, drawing tiny circles. About the size of a tennis ball or baseball. Those circles are being drawn as far away from your foot as you can, so reach it long. Reverse directions. For 3, 2, 1, lift it all the way up towards the top as high as you can. Squeeze 1 inch up higher for 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Top leg goes back up and over. We're going to be here for what we call développé. So top leg is going to go toe to knee, reach up and flex down. Toe to knee, extend up and flex down. Good. On this next one, reverse direction, so straight to the top, bend toe to knee, and reach long. Trying to do this without rocking our top hip backwards. Last one. From here, rond de jambe. So all you're doing is swinging your straight leg forward, up, and around. Forward, up, and around. As it swings forward, try not to let your top hip fall down with it. Anchor that hip socket in place. From here, reverse directions, up to the top, swing straight and down. Up to the top, forward. This is tough because it's a longer lever here. Last one. Last advanced move here, knee is going to bend at 90 degrees, foot is flexed. From here, we're just going to hinge down from the hip, tapping heel to knee and back up. Hinging from the hip, heel to knee. You can think about this too as heel to calf. Last one. Perfect. Let's go ahead and relax that leg. We're going to swivel to the other side. We'll stretch it all out at the end. Starting off with our open books. So head relaxes in the arm. Knees bend in towards your chest. And then top hand is going to reach long. Inhale. And exhale, open, rotating, looking at your hand. Option to hold it back here if that feels good. Taking it back up and over when you're ready. And again, inhale, reaching forward. Playing around with the angle of the arm. Exhale, open. And last one. Perfect. From here, either keeping your head down or propping your head up into your hand. Legs lengthen out long. Bottom knee can stay a little bit bent if that feels better. Top leg lifted at the height of the hip. Inhale, kick to the front for 2 and to the back for 2. We're only kicking as big as we can control it through the core, so if that means smaller kicks, that's okay. We're looking for stillness through the chest and through the upper body. On this next one, bicycle kicking, bend and extend forward, reach long and away. Pulling that belly button in to support us in this position. And reverse directions. And last one. Good. Cross that top leg in front, pulling it in. Bottom leg lifts up. And starting our small circles. Keeping that leg moving up as high as you can. And reverse directions. Last 2. And 1, hold it at the top, squeeze up as high as you can. See if you can get 1 inch higher. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Lower it slowly down, top leg back up and over. Starting off here with our développé, so toe to knee, extend up and flex down, bend in, toe to knee, up and flex down. When we kick up towards the ceiling, it's a little bit more at an angle so that our hips can stay stacked. Reverse directions up to the ceiling, bend in and reach long, up, in, and down. Last lounge arm, straight leg reaching in front, up and over. Inhale, sweep forward, exhale, lower. And reverse directions, up, in front, and down. Last one. Taking that leg, hinging it upwards, foot flexed, hips still stacked, belly button still pulled in, hinge from the hip, tap heel to calf or inside knee, and lift back up using this muscle right here. Last two. And one. Awesome. Roll over onto your back. Stretching this out. Figure four. Leaving it up to you with how you want to do it. If that means grabbing up and under, pushing the opposite knee away, rocking side to side, finding where you need that stretch, holding it there, breathing. When you are ready, taking that last deep breath, relaxing into it and switching sides. Other ankle over other knee. Taking a moment to play around with it, moving, rocking. Knee pulling in or knee pushing away. What feels best? Awesome. From here, we're going to bring our feet back down. One last exercise for the core here on our backs. We're going to come back into tabletop position. Hands are going to press down on our thighs. Exhale, equal pressure in, matching the knees and the hands towards the center. You don't have to push or pull very hard. Normal breathing here. Feeling that connection between your ribs and your hips. On this next one, you're going to crisscross your hands. Hands are going to come slightly more to the inside of your legs. The direction that your hands are pushing are more in an X, so diagonal, both down and out. Knees are holding still. Resist. Breathe. Hold. Again, you don't have to push very hard. From here, hands are going to uncross and come right to your shins. This time, hands are going to pull in while knees push away. Exhale, pull in, push down. You should feel a nice opening through your lower back. This one, less of an activation through your core. More just an opposite motion opening through the back. And for our last round here of the series, hands come right back to the center. Same as the first one. Exhale, press straight down, trying to feel that activation a little bit sooner, a little bit stronger. retraining these muscles to react and activate in different forces. From here, hug your knees into your chest, little circles. And reach your arms and legs long away from the center of your body, rolling over onto your stomach. From here, slow swimmies, opposite arm, opposite leg. Reach as long as you can away from the center of your body. And then reaching slightly up, still thinking about that length. Pull your belly button in and lower. Exhale, switch sides, lengthen long, reach. More long than up and lower. Keep switching sides. Starting to speed up our swimmies. Lifting and lengthening. On this next one, flutter kicking arms and legs at the same time. Head comes with you. Stays neutral, looking down at the floor, not sticking up. Breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Relax down. Turn your cheek to one side. Hands are going to come into this goalpost position. Take your left foot, we're going to reach it up and over you, taking a nice twist. And then other side, looking the opposite direction, twisting up and over. And back to the center. Propping up onto your elbows. From here, press your shoulders down away from your ears. Lengthen your neck long. And then from here, trying to lift our belly button up off of the mat while keeping our hips down. Finding activation through your core. Hold, breathe, for 3, 2, and 1. Relax down, everything down. Again, shoulders down, away from your ears. Lengthen neck long. And lastly, connect your ribs and your hips, trying to lift your belly button up and off of the mat. Stabilizing through your shoulder blades. And lower down. Last one here. Shoulder down, neck long, and lift. And relax everything down. Hands come underneath you, pressing back into child's pose. Taking some nice deep breaths here. Awesome. From here, finding a elbow plank. Elbows right underneath your shoulders. Forearms parallel if possible instead of clasping. Reaching one leg long and then the other leg. Hold here in a nice long line from your heels through the top of your head, making sure your head's not drooping down. Pull that belly button up and in. If you can, try to stay holding here. We're going to just tap one foot off of our mat and to the side and back into the middle. Other leg tap to the side and back in. Keep switching sides. Last one on each. And relax down, taking a break. For our second round, we're going to find that same position. Starting off in our elbow plank here. Nice long line from heels through the top of your head. And then from here, we're going to start some hip dips. So, keeping the heels nice and still, drop one hip down, and then back up to the top. Other side. Last one on each side. And relax down. Let's do one last stretch here, coming back onto your belly. We're going to grab one foot back behind us to stretch out our quads. So hugging that heel in towards your butt. Your head can relax down on your opposite forearm. Taking some nice breaths. Being on your stomach with this quad stretch forces our hips to stay open. If you can't quite hold your foot, that's okay. If you need assistance from a strap, you can do that too. If you want to, not just pulling straight down and in towards your butt, but also maybe a little bit to the outside or to the inside, seeing how that feels. And switching sides, opposite hand grabs top of the foot, slowly lowering yourself down, noticing if one side is tighter than the other. Same thing, option to rock that foot side to side, seeing how that feels. Perfect, release that foot, pushing back to hands and knees. From here, start to round your back, look at your belly button. Few cat-cows here. Really trying to articulate through the spine. On this next cow, so dropping your chest, start to rock back towards your heels a little bit. Keep that arch, keep looking up. Find a different stretch. Rock back to the center, cat, round. And then cow again, and hold it there. Hold that arch, hold that position in your shoulder blades, and just shift your weight back towards your knees, towards your heels. Last one, round up at the center. And shift it back. Perfect. Back to the center. Take a crisscross towards the front. Taking hand or elbow down to one side, anchoring your opposite hip so that it doesn't pop up. Reaching up and over. Nice long stretch. And other side. Anchor that hip down, reaching as long as you can. Sitting up tall, hands up towards the ceiling. We're going to start to twist, dropping one hand to opposite knee. Sit up as tall as you can. Looking back behind you. Inhale, both arms back up to the top. And switch sides, hand twisting. Awesome, back up to the top. Taking a few deep breaths, inhale, open up, reach high, and exhale, lower down, last one. Inhale, and exhale. Awesome job. Thank you for joining on this rainy Tuesday.
Awesome, thank you.